Here we have three terms: line segment, ray and line, and we'll try to understand each term. Before entering into this one, first we have to know one more term, that is point. What is point? A point is a mark of location. That means if you need this one, you take one dot here and that will be your point. How will we denote it? We denote it by English alphabet, capital alphabet, like this one, A, by this one. And if you take 2 points, here one more point, and now you take straight path, straight, remember, straight. You cannot take one like this, okay? And if you take a straight path, then this one we call line segment. Now, if you extend one side indefinitely, like if you take 2 points, A and B, now you extend it indefinitely in one direction. Keep your A fixed and B is not fixed here. That means B will continue. It will never end, it will continue. It will leave the board, it will go that in universe also. That you should not take it to earth only. It may extend to universe indefinitely. Then that one we call ray, and the symbol represents like this. One arrow should be there one direction. Now if we take again line segment and it will extend indefinitely both sides, then that one we call line. So here we have three difference. You can see here. First one, that line segment has two end point. Yes, definitely. You can see that two end point here, line segment. But in ray, only one end point. Here you can see. Another we don't have. And in line, of course, there is no end point. As you can see that arrow, both sides. So, second one, if you have two end point, that means you can measure it. You can measure by scale or any ruler or measuring tape, anything. But you can measure it. If it will extend indefinitely, जो कभी नहीं रुकेंगे, उसको आप माप कैसे सकते हैं? That means we cannot measure it. That means we do not have definite line. And if you enter into this one also, that means line also cannot be measured. That means line does not have a definite length. Next one, line segment can be drawn on paper. Yes, definitely line segment can be drawn on paper. And what about sir? Already you have drawn the ray on the board. So why you have written here that ray cannot be drawn on paper and line cannot be drawn on paper? As you can see here, we have taken just a small part, not a part, just a small representation of a ray. Actually, if you take one more ray like this one, it will say PQ. And if I ask you that which is bigger, you cannot say. Why? Because you cannot measure it. If you say that sir, it is quite bigger in size. As you can see that just we have taken AB and it's extending indefinitely. We are just keeping it a presentation. You cannot draw on a paper. So you cannot compare ray and line. We will take one line like this small one and we will say that which is bigger sir. No one. We cannot say anything about this one. Why? Because we cannot measure both of them. Both are line, both will continuously move in the both direction. So we cannot measure it. And we cannot draw on the paper also. So here we have three definition, not definition, three difference. You can see here. Now we'll enter into line and we'll see two results. Let's see one by one. The first one, result one, that from a point we can draw infinite number of lines. That means this is result one, first one, that if we take a point, then you can draw infinite number of lines passing through a point. And collection of this line we call concurrent line. What? Concurrent line. This is the first result. From a point, infinite number of lines can be passed through it. And from two distinct points, like if you take here one point here and another, this is your second result. And if you take 2 points, you can pass only a point. A line. 2 points, only one line. 1 point, infinite number of line will pass through it. Remember this one. These two results are very much important. Next, after that we have another term, that is collinear points. Like here the collinear points should be starting with the 3 points, because from 2 points a line will always will pass, remember. But from 3 points we cannot give the surety of it. That means if I take C here, will this line pass through it? No. Another line will be here. Another line will be here. So they are not collinear. Collinear means 3 or more than 3 points are said to be collinear if they pass through a same line. Or if they lie on the same line. That means if you take here A, B, C, D, then A, B, C, D are collinear points. And if I take one E here, 1 point here and another is F here, so then A, B, C, E or A, B, C, F or B, C, E are not collinear. They are non-collinear points. Remember, each and every point, whenever you are going to take, you should see that each point should be on the same line. Then only you can give the definition of collinear. Okay. Now we have 2 more pairs. Now we are going to see the pair of lines. So here we have 3 pairs of line in our syllabus. Let's see. First one is intersecting line. Okay. Second one is parallel line. And the third one is coincident line. So next topic is pair of lines. The first one, intersecting lines. That means take 2 points. Not 2 points, take 2 lines, and if they pass through a point, then we call these 2 lines as intersecting line. That means 2 lines are, remember, only 2 lines. If it will be more than 1 more, but that means 3, then it will be concurrent line. Only 2 lines we say intersecting. 3 or more than 3, concurrent line. So 2 lines are said to be intersecting line if they intersect at a common point. That is a intersecting line. Second one is parallel lines. That means 2 lines are said to be parallel if you extend it indefinitely from either direction. Any direction will be extended this side or that side, then they will never meet in any direction. Not this side or not that side, they will meet. So they are parallel. If you take this one like this, is it parallel? No, it is not parallel. As you can see, if we extend it one side, it will meet at a point. So they are non-parallel line. Remember. Next, coincident lines. Coincident line. That means 2 lines are said to be coincident line if one line lie on the another line. That means coincide each other. This is one line, then you take here AB, and another line you are taking, that is CD. Then AB and CD are coincident lines. So how are we going to represent it? We take this one AB, arrow, and CD. They are coincident lines. But for parallel line, we have one symbol. We are going to represent it like this. See, two-way presentation are there. One with the point you can represent the line, or another way is there using small alphabet, simply like L and M. They are parallel here. So here we are going to write L parallel to M. This is the symbol for parallel line. Okay. We don't have any symbol for intersecting line and coincident line. Just simply we will take here L, M. So we say that L and M are intersecting lines. Simply we will represent it. So these three pair of lines we have in our syllabus. We need to see this all, and we have few problems. We'll go with the next video. Thank you.